This is CBS Atlanta News at 6 a.m.
And a DeKalb County jury continues deliberations this morning in the trial of Andrea Snyderman. Snyderman is accused of lying to police during the investigation into her husband's murder in 2010. Well, joining us once again to talk more about the Snyderman case is attorney Ray Guidice.
Good morning,
Ray,
Tracy.
good morning to you. Welcome back. Again, it's always good to hear your insights into this trial. A lot of people following it very closely. Of course, we are following it online on our website at cbsatlanta.com. So the jury now going into their third day of deliberations had 8 hours on Friday, a few hours on Thursday. What does this mean now, day three?
Well, of course, all the lawyers are all reading tea leaves. You know, the longer a jury's out means this for the prosecution and this for the defense. I think it's still pretty early in the deliberations. You're talking about, what, 15, 16 hours of deliberations. But I do think that the jury being able to go home for the weekend, getting some rest, much needed rest, I think it does two things. It allows people to sort of back away from these very passionate and powerful closing statements given by both sides and look at the evidence clearly. The only danger is, of course, it's not a sequestered jury. People are instructed by the judges, don't read the papers, don't look at the news. Unfortunately, people do.
Yeah, and it happens. It's hard not to get that information into you.
It's coming at you
some
from
way or
every
another.
way.
And the jury did ask for some additional evidence. What does that mean? I believe they requested to see a videotape again of Snyderman's mom.
Well, that means there's some questions about who said what. Some of the juries say, no, she said this, she said that. I think it was the grandma, the mother of Miss Snyderman. And I think they're pointing at, when did Andrea know or first learn that Rusty had been shot? That seems to me the most important evidence in this case as to whether or not she obstructed justice or not. Did she know prior to? Keep in mind the jury is well aware of one thing. In the trial of Hemi Newman, the prosecution insinuated that Andrea had something to do with it.
Right.
They indicted her for murder, and they dismissed that indictment. If I'm a juror, I may say to myself, gee, I'm not so sure the prosecution knows exactly what it's doing here.
Yeah, it lost a lot of teeth when that happened,
No
didn't
question
it?
about it.
All right, we continue to follow it, though. Ray, thank you so much. We appreciate it. As always, make sure you stay with CBS Atlanta at cbsatlanta.com as we wait for a verdict in the Andrea Snyderman trial. You can download the CBS Atlanta Breaking News app, put it on your smartphone, and you will get an alert as soon as we hear a verdict.